Gotta get away with murder and shit.
Man, shout out my left nut for being that homie, cause both of them shits like Shinobis. Forcing my mind on your bitch like Kenobi. The Obi-Wan OG, you know where the flow be. Oh shit, bitch, I'm like Kobe, I'm bugging like Mosby did his like a Cody. Oh shit, I'm so original, not even uncle was thinking to clone me. Oh shit, yeah, piling up my pressure, man, this money on my mind got me fucking up on my credit. Capricorn cereal, no milk breakfast, trying to make a million selling vinyl CD records. Whoa, look at my Venmo, ain't gonna eventful, driving at 130 tempo. Man, I really dance up on my Kimbo. They be thinking that I be smoking loud like crescendo. I be trying to fix on my bank account like a dental, but they keep on fucking up, shattering like a window. 227,000 and that I go on mental. Found it on my father, I felt as an oriental. Whoa, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash, I'm in my bag. Shout out my left nut for being that homie, cause both of them shits like Shinobis. Forcing my mind on your bitch like Kenobi. The Obi-Wan OG, you know where the flow be. Oh shit, faring like Kobe, I'm bugging like Mosby did his like a Cody. Oh shit, I'm so original, not even uncle was thinking to clone me. Oh shit, shout out my nephews who come to my rescue. They're picking on memes, that's a holy. Still living life mad cozy. Credit score dropping like the Looney Tunes Coyote. I be broke up on my ass, I know that I ain't really joking. Credit fraud catching up with me and I ain't know it. Lord have mercy, lone shark thirsty. Circling around me, they smell me, I feel them looking. Wanna catch me slipping, they're hoping I close the curtains. Even my supporters didn't wanna tell me I'm worthless. Constructive criticism to me, that is a disservice. Cause deep inside my head feel like my situation perfect. But drunk as fuck, headed to the pump, whoa. Broke as fuck, out of touch, yeah. Drunk as fuck, headed to the pump, whoa. Broke as fuck, out of touch, yeah. Drunk as fuck, to the pump, broke as fuck, yeah. Out of touch, drunk as fuck, I'll go to the pump, broke as fuck, out of touch, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash. I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash. I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag, wait, I ain't got cash. Nephew or niece, nephew or niece, nephew or niece, nephew or niece. I got no money in my bank account, hey, 227 in debt, 227 in debt.
Yo, bro, so there's this girl, and she's like the most amazing person I've ever met. And if she gave me the time of day, here's what I tell her. I've been so caught up in your eyes, you running through my mind. Hope one day you'll be mine, if not, I'll be there for you. Cause baby, I'm a simp. Lately I've been so in love with you, hope it's the same. And if you don't, it's fun, long as you're by my side. I'll be your friend as long as you are right here with me. Baby, I'm a simp for you because I'm into you. And even if I look so dumb, I don't really care, I'll still be dreaming one day. I can't really help my feelings, I don't really know. All my friends, they tell me that I'm looking like a joke. Real clown, red nose with the hairstyle, looking like a, tell me to grow my pears out. I guess I should move on, get my feelings in check pronto. Treating myself better, need to stop getting involved though. Big loss, to me that's a big shot. Self-esteem, nah, you know that's not how a simp talk. Baby, let me simp for you, you know, cause I'm so into you. Baby, let me simp for you, you know, cause I'm so into you. Baby, let me simp for you, you know, cause I'm so into you. I'm so into you, cause baby, I'm a simp.
Wave Beats Music. Whoa! What is up, everybody? Welcome to Saggy Melons Live. I'm your host, Saggy Melons. How y'all doing today? Hopefully y'all are doing well. I'm doing all right. I'm okay. How y'all doing? You guys chilling? Well, I hope you are, because we have some more stuff that y'all are sick and tired of hearing about. Yes, you are. What is this? I just got a notification. Oh, I'm still learning how to use this new app, this new streaming service. Okay, you guys gotta bear with me. But who we got in the chat today? We got Liana. Hello, how are you? Much love. We got Anthony in the house. Hello, Anthony. How are you? Geek Studio is here. What's up, geeks? How you doing? I'm here, obviously. No, okay. Let's see. Did I say hi to Anthony? Well, I'm gonna say hi to Anthony again. Hello, Anthony. We got Memes of Destruction here. Hello, Memes of Destruction. How are you? Also, if you guys didn't notice, the Discord is now back up. So if you guys want to join the Discord, it's now back up in public for everybody. So there is the link. Make sure if you want to come in. I've been really busy, so I haven't been too active in the Discord. There are a lot of people who are active there still. So let's get some more people in there. Meet some new people. Have some great conversations. You're all welcome to join. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Space Monk in the house. Hello, Space Monk. How are you? Much love to Space Monk. We got Bianca, myself and comics in the house. Hello, Bianca. Much love to Bianca. Mark Masters. I almost called him Matterson. Mark Masters in the house. Hello, Mark. How are you? We got the beautiful one and only Tristan, Nerdette's Newsstand in the house. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. And that's it so far. That's all the people who are talking. You started an hour early. It's 7. I started 5 minutes early just to get the intro going so that the notifications go out. But you're here, so that's all that matters. Hopefully, you're doing well today, Bianca. I'm still trying to figure out the voicemail stuff on how to do it on here without doxing anybody. Once I figure that out, guys, we will get back to doing some voicemails. But until then, I'm not going to do voicemails so I can do it safely so no one's phone number gets out there. So if you are leaving me voicemails, I will get to them once I fix it. But until then, we got to kind of put a pause on the voicemails because I got to figure out this new system so I don't accidentally show people's phone numbers. So I do apologize for those of you who look forward to the voicemails, but they will come back soon. I promise. When I get to it, I will get to it. You usually stream at 8. Oh, that's true. I usually do stream at 8. But that's because I work. So when I come home from work, I do a stream, but I'm not working today. So I did a little early. I think the people I talked to muted the notifications or something. It'd be like that. But anyways, we are here once again to talk about everyone's favorite hot topic that apparently I'm milking. I mean, I guess so, but it's for the right reasons. Because this whole Ezra Miller thing, it just continues to baffle me that people are not talking about it enough, not picking apart some of these accusers' stories. And it's getting a little annoying. But the thing is, yes, a new system. I'm using a new one. It's appropriately called Melon. Oh, it's freezing up on me on the back. But it's appropriately called Melon. There we go. But yes, I wanted to point out something I saw today because it's clearly, it is the 9th. If you guys didn't know, Ezra has a court date on the 12th. So in 3 more days, hopefully we will be putting a rest to this story. So until then, I've noticed that the accusers, the main accusers, the ones that started this whole crusade, the Iron Eyes, Tokata's parents, in particular her mom. Now, if you look on the Twitter pages for Chase Iron Eyes and Sarah Jumping Eagle, I believe that's her respectively name. I noticed something that really sets off some red flags. Okay, they started off kind of talking about how Ezra took their daughter and we just want our kid back, and they've been putting pictures of their kid, asking the public where Tokata and Ezra are. Number one, that's the first issue because Tokata has not been hiding where Tokata is. Tokata was in Arizona. They have been posting on their Instagram, which is public, where they are, pictures of them in Arizona. So I'm kind of wondering how these parents are not still asking where their kid is when their kid is clearly in Arizona. I think that's a little weird. that they keep continuously posting on Twitter. Where is our child? Where is Ezra? Anyone who has information, let us know. I'm like, bro, it takes 2 seconds to go on Instagram to see what your daughter is posting, your child is posting on social media. And Tokata has posted numerous pictures of them in Arizona. They posted a picture of them on a flight, JetBlue, to Arizona. They showed a picture of them landing in Arizona. So, like, your kid's in Arizona. Literally takes you 2 seconds to do some work to find your kid, okay? What up, Ray? I see you in the chat. Also, lately, the last 5 days was the last mention of their child, but every post since then has been about smearing Ezra, okay? And I'm going to show you guys this because, again, you guys tell me what you think. Let me see. Let me get this going. It's been a while. It's a new thing, so let me, yeah. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the screen. Give me a second. Wah, wah. All right, let's do it. Show. Hit the button. There we go. So right here, we are on Tokata's mom's Twitter page, okay? And as you see, all about Ezra. Warner Brothers is complicit. Warner Brothers is aware Ezra Miller has a pattern of hurting / assaulting young women. Blah, 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 blah. Cancel Ezra Miller. That's 7 hours ago, 21 hours ago, 2 years ago. People explained this is why part of the collab, blah, blah, Ezra Miller. All about trying to prove that Ezra Miller is a crazy person. And this video was just Ezra going on a very strange rant. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It's a little weird, but I'm just sitting there like, who cares? It has nothing to do with grooming your child, but okay. And then more, like July 5th, Ezra Miller is a predator, appears to be focused on young women and non-binary persons. They will tell you that they met you in a previous life and how special you are. Beware Ezra Miller. What about your kid? What about your kid? You're just going off about Ezra Miller instead of how about, like, where's your kid? Literally, Ezra Miller. More about Ezra Miller. Last post is July 3rd. Okay. But all these posts since has been nothing but Ezra Miller. And I love this comment here about gaslighting. Gaslighting doesn't change how many people that Ezra Miller as a predator has caused harm to, including assault charges, restraining orders, and additional victims who are afraid of Ezra Miller. Sarah, I find it funny that you talk about gaslighting because you've literally been gaslighting your own child since this situation started. Your child came out and said, I'm fine. The allegations that my parents are telling people are false. They are the ones who are pretty toxic and abusive to me. And here is Sarah, the mother, gaslighting their own child. Like, they've gaslit their own child. So how dare you sit there and say that you guys can gaslight me? You've been gaslighting your own child for the past few weeks, Sarah and Chase. Both of you. You've probably traumatized and horrified your child. I don't blame your child for not wanting to come back. You made this a public spectacle. Like, it's embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. If the court you're talking about is the tribal court, Ezra isn't required to attend. It's not the U.S. court. Well, apparently that's what everyone's saying. I think that is the court case against Ezra, Zeno. I know it's on the 12th. Something big's happened on the 12th, so I guess we will see. But I think it's funny that, like, they are trying to take Ezra to court, and they're trying to get other people to take Ezra to court, but they just keep talking shit on Twitter. It's very weird. But that's why I thought it was funny, and I wanted to call it out because I'm like, do you guys even care about your kid, bro? Like, you don't. Because if you cared about your kid, you would probably be talking more about your kid and worried about your kid and not going off about Ezra Miller. Which, by the way, Ezra Miller and your kid are not even together right now. You would know that if you followed social media. You're clearly posting on social media a lot, but if you literally paid attention to your child's social media page, you would know where your child is. You would also know where Ezra Miller is if you paid attention to social media. There are many people who literally told Sarah, like, Ezra's not with Tokata. Tokata and them separated. They're not even in the same state right now. And even if they were, for argument's sake, if they were still together and they were both in Arizona, you still know where the fuck they are. Because your kid is posting where they are all over their Instagram. the Instagram page you have been in communications with your child on. So again, I don't understand why no one's like looking at these parents and being like, y'all are a little sus, bro. This situation's sus. Not to mention, we already went over the police report involving Sarah jumping Eagle here, right? We already went over that police report that missed out on some of the stories that were in the news articles saying that Ezra slammed their arm. By the way, fun fact, apparently it was actually Tokata who slammed the door on her mother's arm, not Ezra Miller. But again, who cares about the context, right? Because we just need Ezra Miller not to be the Flash, right? We definitely just want Ezra Miller gone. Ezra Miller's weird. We don't want Ezra Miller around anymore. So who cares about the police report? The police report doesn't say anything about all the other accusations. The other police reports that are public and exist out there that happened in Hawaii. Well, what about the restraining order? You mean the restraining order that was dropped? Oh, well, what about that 12-year-old in Massachusetts that they got a restraining order? It was a temporary restraining order. Do you guys know what a temporary restraining order is? The key word there is temporary. Do you know why? Because it's temporary. You put a temporary restraining order on somebody because you have to prove that that person warrants that restraining order to continue on. It's a temporary restraining order. That doesn't mean it's permanent. Like, oh, well, it's not easy to get a temporary restraining order. Yes, it sure fucking is. If you go to the cops, if you go to authorities and say, hey, I feel in danger, I want to put a restraining order on this person, they will issue you a temporary restraining order. Then it is your job to follow through if you want to extend that restraining order. The key word there, people, temporary. The people in Massachusetts got a temporary restraining order. Means now they have to go forward if they want to keep that restraining order still active. It's temporary, not permanent. And even restraining orders aren't permanent. You get a restraining order for X amount of time. Then you can get that restraining order dropped. But my point is, everybody on the internet is clearly a legal expert all of a sudden. But, you know, they don't know the difference between a temporary restraining order, which, again, is easy to get. All you have to do is go and say, my life is in danger. This person did this to me, and they will issue you a temporary restraining order. And then it's your job to figure out what to do from there. Take that person to court so you can say, hey, I have a temporary restraining order on this person. I still feel my life is in danger. This person is harassing me and stalking me. I don't feel safe anymore. And the court will decide if they will extend that restraining order. Again, that's how it works. Too many people talk about this Ezra story are real stupid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I see Twitter all the time with all of these people constantly saying shit that's just like so dumb. Like so dumb. They need to be in jail. What crime did they commit? What crime did they commit? Oh, well, they were getting into fights in Hawaii. Right. And they already got charged with disorderly conduct. I ask you again, what crime did they commit? Well, they're grooming children. Is there proof that they did that? Well, they're a pedophile. Again, is there proof that they are? Where is the crime committed? There is no proof, no solid proof from the accuser's side. It is literally their word, and that's it. It is literally accusations, and that's it. They have not shown a shred of evidence. The closest thing, guys, I will remind you, the closest thing they did to show proof that Ezra Miller did something wrong was a out-of-context picture of Tokata that said that that was Tokata recovering from an overdose. First of all, fucking no. If you've overdosed, you stay in the hospital for a bit. They don't let you out until you're good. And they make sure that whatever you overdosed on is fully out of your system before they release you. And again, out of context picture. I could literally put my hands over my head and look like I'm tired, or I'm just thinking, or I'm just stressed. And somebody could be like, oh, that's Saggy. She just is recovering over overdose, or she has a hangover. It's an out of context picture, but that's proof. That's why I do what I do, guys, because like this whole story is bullshit and no one else is calling it out. Very few YouTubers out there calling it out because they want the clicks. It's funny when somebody, and I'm going to call him out, Matt Jarbo today literally was like, you're milking this. Honey, if I wanted to milk this, I'd be on the other side saying that Ezra is guilty. I'd be on the other side making videos, not giving full context of everything like all these other big YouTubers are doing that's actually working for them. But I'm talking about, you know, the actual facts out there, the actual evidence that exists on the other side of the argument. One that really is funny that the other side is showing more evidence to prove Ezra really didn't do anything wrong than, you know, the accusers. People are ignoring the victims that are coming out. Like, literally, these are people involved in these articles, involved in the situation, involved in the accusations, coming out saying, nah, this is bullshit. And everyone is ignoring the fucking victims? Like, are you serious? No, they're brainwashed. Ezra Miller has a sex cult. I had this argument with somebody on Twitter today. Polygamy does not necessarily mean a cult. Well, I mean, did you read the article? I did. And considering all the bullshit news articles have been posting with this story, I can't trust any fucking thing these articles say anymore. I can't. I read them and I just don't believe them anymore. They have literally ruined all of their credibility for me, and I will not be listening to any of that bullshit anymore. Facts are inferior to outrage. Exactly. That is literally what it is. Facts are inferior to outrage. Exactly. Because they don't want facts. If they wanted facts, a lot of people would be like, hey, Saggy, you're onto something. Why aren't the parents talking more about their child that they are claim is in danger of themselves and Ezra put them in danger? Why aren't they talking more about that child? Why are they asking strangers on the fucking internet to tell them where their fucking kid is instead of, I don't know, going to their child's social media fucking page and saying what they're posting like most smart people would do? Took me 2 seconds when I saw that post. If you guys know where Tokata and Ezra Miller is, can you let us know? I went on Tokata's Instagram. I was like, oh, they're in Arizona. Holy shit. Took you 2 seconds to go on your fucking kid's Instagram page to see where the fuck your kid is. Literally, people told you where Ezra Miller is, bro. I don't know why you're still asking the internet to fucking do your job for you, your fucking parents. Now I can see why Tokata don't want nothing to do with y'all. Y'all acting crazy on the internet, talking about, instead of worrying about your fucking kid, you're talking about Ezra Miller's a predator, Ezra Miller's a woman beater. What happened about where your kid is at? What happened with your child? And obviously, if your child is friends with Ezra and you're just smearing your child's friend's name through the fucking mud, you think your child's gonna really want to fucking talk to you again, bruh? Like, this is shameful. And no one else is calling out these parents. Well, Saggy, the parents are the victims here. Are they? Are they? Because as far as I recall, they didn't even think Ezra was a bad person up until some random fucking person on Instagram hit him up and said, hey, I think Ezra's fucking your kid. And then all of a sudden the accusations came flooding. And then all of a sudden they're like, well, we were just being a good host to Ezra. We didn't really trust Ezra. We didn't know them. But you trusted Ezra enough to send your kid away. Like, Chase Iron Eyes, you're a fucking scummy piece of shit when you literally posted a picture of your fucking kid, Tokata, going on a fucking trip to the UK with fucking Ezra and just waving her off like, I'm so proud of you. You're doing the good work. And like, bro, you're so disingenuous. It's disgusting. These parents should be ashamed of themselves. How did they meet Ezra? So, so apparently because I believe they met Ezra. I've heard different stories. I heard that they met them. Tokata met Ezra because Tokata was a fan and they met him at one of their events. Another person said that they met them through protesting. So that they met them a while back. And ever since then, Ezra's been helping them with their activism. So Ezra's been helping them out, doing events with them, getting other celebrities to come out and do events with them. They actually had, Mark Ruffalo come out. They had an event and had all these celebrities come out to support them. So they're known to get celebrities to come out and do stuff for their cause, which is fine. I don't care about that. But like, you invited Ezra Miller into your home. You invited Ezra Miller as a guest. You invited Ezra Miller as a friend of the families. And then you treat Ezra Miller like now all of a sudden that they have always been this sus individual that was preying on your child, when that's not the case. You sent your child with Ezra Miller to promote your shit and do your for your cause and shit. And then all of a sudden, like months later, all of a sudden a random person you didn't even fucking know hits you up and says Ezra did some shit, and you took that opportunity to fucking try to do that to like force your child to come back home. You literally did the most dumbest thing ever. You have your child out with somebody who is taking care of them, right? They're taking care of them, and you're trying to push that person away so your kid has no other choice but to come home to you. You don't think that's fucking manipulative? Like, you don't think that's manipulating your child? It's like taking their only resource of survival away, so they have no choice but to run to you, so that you are their only fucking source of survival, is what you basically try to do to your child, because you're trying to take that source away so your child comes back home for what? For what? Your child is 18 now. Even at 17, like even as a teenager, you gotta like let those reins loose on your teen a little bit. Like let them live. You gotta let them discover themselves. But instead, you're just gonna try to hold them hostage. Like literally, if you want to talk about who manipulated who, these parents 100% are manipulating their child. Because like I said, you're taking away your child's source of survival right now by forcing that person to go away from your child. So your child is now forced to come back home. That's manipulating. Is it not? Am I crazy? Because that seems like manipulation to me. What up, Tev? Is Ezra innocent? We will know soon. Rumor John Krasinski will be the Reed Richards of the MCU. He will also direct the MCU Fantastic Four. Well, that's cool, Marcus. I'm okay. I'm glad I'm not crazy, because like that to me seems like manipulating as fuck. You know? We're gonna slander and defame somebody so they go away, and you're forced now to come back home. And Tokata doesn't want to go home. Like, I'm sorry, but like, would you want to go home? Like you're chilling with a freaking celebrity. Tokata's part of Ezra's band. They make music together, and like Tokata's living it up. Why the fuck would Tokata want to go home? I'm just saying, like I get it. But that doesn't mean that Ezra did anything wrong. If Ezra is taking care of this person, what did they do wrong? Oh, well, Saggy, you don't understand. Ezra met Tokata when they were 12. Yes, Ezra met Tokata when they were 12 and met the entire family as fucking well. Like, the entire family was cool with Ezra. It wasn't like it was just Ezra was best friends with Tokata. Ezra was cool with the entire family. Ezra was cool with the entire community. So I don't understand why people keep using this argument that, oh, Ezra met Tokata when they were 12. You don't think that Ezra didn't like be cordial with other minors that were part of that family that Ezra happened to be part of? Like, basically, they took Ezra in as part of their own. And then all of a sudden, some random person on Instagram just, what? Like, what? It's just rumor, guys, but Inside and Scoopers on Twitter says it. I mean, I don't listen to Scoopers either. Cedric said both my parents were master manipulators. Exactly. Like it does happen. Ezra Miller is innocent mainly because he hasn't been charged with any crimes. That's what I'm saying. Like Ezra hasn't been charged with any crimes, and anything that Ezra was charged with, they already dealt with that in Hawaii. Like, they got arrested multiple times and they were still able to come home. Like, that's very rare that happens. Like, people usually who have repeated offenses usually do time because clearly they keep getting in trouble. So they're like, hey, you've been arrested like 5 times in the week. We're going to have to throw you in jail because clearly something's going on. Like, I don't know why people don't think like smart like that. I don't know. Ezra was late 16 when they met. Remember? Ezra was late. What? Ezra was late 16. What? I'm having a cookie. I'm gonna have a cookie because I don't know what you talk about. Cartoons and comics. What do you mean? But yeah, I wanted to show this because again, not a lot of mention of their kid in the last 5 days. It's all been about smearing Ezra, not worrying about where your kid's at. And like, I mean, for the record, the father in the situation has kind of been a little quieter. They kind of started doing the same thing, but I think with everything coming close, he might have shut up. But I think he needs to tell his wife to shut the fuck up too, because you're not doing yourself any favors when you're just making it about Ezra. And like, hold on, let's see the retweets, the quote tweets, because I'm curious. Oh, just a bunch of 9 retweets. Okay, let me see one quote tweet. Anyone would rather spend time with Ezra Miller than a family full of actual murderers. By the way, of course. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Apparently, like, one of their relatives actually, is doing time. But I mean, I'm not gonna I don't know that situation, so I'm not gonna speak on it. But like, a lot of people liking this shit just speaks volumes. That like, these people really just don't see that there's something wrong with a parent being more worried about Ezra Miller, who isn't even with their kid right now, than wondering where their kid's at. And then, of course, we got this video of 2 years ago, people explained this away as part of the film collaboration that Ezra Miller produced. Different context now, given Ezra's multiple issues and victims. Sounds similar to I am maker of all planets comment to victim Germany, beware. Like, I love how, Sarah, honey, You've let Ezra be part of your family for fucking years, bro. If Ezra met Tokata at 12 and they're 18 now, Ezra's been pretty much cordial with you and your family for how many years? Let's do some math. Let's see. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. About 7 fucking years, Sarah. You guys have been fine with fucking Ezra. And then 2 years ago, all of a sudden, this video makes sense to you. I don't know. You guys seem to be completely fine with fucking having a fucking celebrity around to help you guys with your fucking cause. 7 fucking years you've known Ezra Miller, and all of a sudden, this is a fucking problem. Yeah, miss me with your bullshit. I smell that shit. I smell it. I smell everyone's bullshit. That's my problem. Because their kid is queer, they don't want her now. No, they do want her. They do want her. I don't know. They do want her, or they want somebody to pay. I don't know what the issue is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, this is disingenuous as fuck. Time is the supreme judge of truth. Exactly. What up, Nola? I'm also innocent. I don't have bodies hidden beneath the backyard. Don't look back there, says Moon. James with a cookie. Ezra was, oh, okay, I already read that one. Saggy, please come home. I am home. What? I am home. Bullshit steaks. Exactly. And that's my problem is I smell a lot of bullshit with a lot of people involved. Some of these people who are still involved, yeah, like they talk a lot of shit about like how we don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't need to know what's going on to smell shit. Like if you smell like shit, I don't really need to know what's going on. I can just tell where the shit's coming from. I don't need to know the full story because there's a lot not right with this situation. But as far as the parents is concerned, it's just me watching and seeing more bullshit with this situation. It's just fucking weird. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I have more common sense. Or maybe I don't. I don't fucking know anymore. Like, they're making me question my fucking sanity. Like, is this how parents are supposed to be? Is like this how, like, not toxic parents are supposed to be with their children? Maybe I just, because I'm not a parent, maybe I don't know. But maybe people who are parents can explain to me if, like, this is how parents act when their kids allegedly been kidnapped or brainwashed and groomed by another adult. Like, is that how a normal parent responds to this? Because I just can't understand why these parents are doing this at all. I don't understand why these parents are just doing the most when they're not even doing anything to help their kid. I'm very fucking confused. And I just wish somebody would tell me that, like, I'm crazy, because it just frustrates me that, like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I just am so confused. It's fucking weird, right? So I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys because, again, we're getting close to that date. And a lot of Ezra Miller supporters have kind of wind down a little bit. I've noticed that too. I think because there's really nothing new happening. They're still trying to milk the accusation about what happened in Germany. There's some people who've already kind of tried to explain that situation. I personally don't care because all I read from that article with that woman is that, like, Ezra yelled at me. And I don't understand why Ezra yelling at somebody means that they're fucking abusive. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I fucking yell all the time, and I'm not abusive. I'm just fucking loud, and I have emotions. But, like, I just don't understand why everyone's fucking freaking out that, like, Ezra Miller flipped out on somebody because they couldn't smoke in the house. Like, okay, you could say Ezra Miller's an asshole, but being an asshole isn't a fuking crime. Because trust me, if being an asshole was a crime, a lot of us would be in fucking jail right now. So I actually don't fucking know. Hey, let's go! Hans became a member! Yay! Welcome back, Hans. I appreciate that. Hey, and he tested out the friggin' new alert, so it worked. Let's go. Let's go. Ezra Miller told me to renew my membership for him. Oh, I appreciate that, Hans. I appreciate you renewing your membership for Ezra Miller. I do. But yeah, that Germany story. Back to that Germany story. I didn't know that being an asshole was a crime. I didn't know being an asshole proved that you were abusive. You could just be a fucking asshole. And I'm not saying that Ezra Miller is an asshole. I mean, everyone can be an asshole depending on what situation you're in. I mean, I could be kind of a little bit of a bitch myself. I mean, you guys already know that. But, like, Does that mean I'm out there grooming people? And again, I don't understand why all these people are coming out with these stories and that somehow translates to the grooming accusations. I'm like, I don't get it why people keep comparing. Well, the behavior. You can be a fucking like violent by nature person, not groom kids. Like that can be true. So I don't know. I think what it is, Tokata's. Let me highlight this comment because I gotta highlight comments now. I think what it is, Takata's parents tried to extort Ezra and they cut the well, and now Takata's parents are screaming, now grooming, etc. Well, according to Ezra Miller stalker, whose name on Instagram was Vintage Devil or Ren or whatever the fuck her name is, she basically said that she was the reason why the grooming accusation came out. She went to Chase Iron Eyes, who's Takata's father, and said that Ezra was grooming Tokata. And that's where it apparently started. People claim that, oh, well, the screenshots could be faked. I'm like, I don't know, man. This bitch still thinks she's talking to Ezra, so I don't think it's fake. I think the chick's telling the truth on that one. But I think right now it's just they're just lying. And I think that maybe I have a few theories, okay? It could be possible that after Vintage Devil messaged Chase Iron Eyes and said that Ezra Miller was grooming Tokata, that legitimately maybe scared them. Maybe they thought, well, maybe that's what's going on with Tokata. They came out as queer. They left home. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe that's what threw the red flags up. But then after Vintage Devil kind of went back on that and came out and said they lied and all this other stuff, they were already too deep in. They already went to Rolling Stones. They already went. So now they're like, we just got to keep going with this because now if we don't, we just look like assholes and that ruins our reputation because they are verified check marks on Twitter. So they are kind of like public figures. So I think that that's a possibility that happened is they really did believe that something happened because somebody else came to them with something and they probably are like, okay, this person must know something. This all makes sense. They overreacted. And then when the person came out and said it was a lie, they might just have been embarrassed and just like, well, we're just going to keep this lie going, which is wrong. Or they could have just straight up, this could have been a plan from the jump. We don't know. I wasn't there. None of us were there. But I can tell you right now that they are full of shit. If y'all can't see that they're full of shit, I don't know what's wrong with y'all's brains. Maybe you should get a CAT scan. Make sure you don't have a tumor growing in there because I don't know how y'all can't see the fucking bullshit I see. Like, I can't tell you how stupid these accusations sound, especially when you're like looking at Ezra and you're sitting there like, all right, I know you're not this dumb to get this caught up in shit if it was true. I also know that, like, as a parent, most good parents, really wouldn't let their kid be around a grown-ass adults like that. I mean, I guess money, but, like, still wrong, and still the parents should be definitely held accountable for that. But then also, like, this stuff with the whole Germany thing, it's like, bitch, you let this person in your home, you had a booty call, and then all homie wanted to do was have a cigarette, and you said no, and, like, I get it. Sometimes people don't like smoke in their house, and that's understandable, and, like, Ezra kind of, like, popped off and acted a little bit crazy, and I get that, but, like, did they hurt you? You didn't say that they hurt you, so, like, you were afraid of yelling. I mean, I get it. Maybe some people have, like, PTSD. Maybe they were abused. I don't know their story, but, like Ezra Miller yelling at you and calling you a Nazi and shit is like, bitch, have you not been on Twitter lately? Because I get called racist and shit all the time. I get called all kinds of names, and I'm not, like, going to fucking news outlets like, yo, this person called me fat, bro, and a Nazi and shit. Like, I don't understand how that goes to Ezra yelled at me, called me names, and, like, that means they're abusive. It's just fucking weird. And everybody's like, look at the behavior! Yeah, Ezra Miller might have a little bit of a temper. That doesn't mean Ezra Miller's swinging on people. Like, you can be an angry person and not fucking abuse somebody, bro. Like, I just don't understand how it really translates to Ezra Miller yelled at you, so they abused you, bro. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, you were a booty call. Like, you were just some ass and a place to stay, and homie just wanted to smoke, and it was cold outside. It was 5 a.m, and, you know, maybe they just wanted to, like, you know, just have one cigarette, and you're just like, No, and that's fine. It's your place. You don't have to let them smoke in your house, but like sitting there being like, I don't know. They called me a Nazi. Like, bro, so? And? Like, fucking, okay? They don't know about my, like, please, don't play video games online, because I don't think you could take it. I think if you can't take somebody shitting on you in real life because you can't take mean feelings into the face, I don't fucking know what to tell you. I mean, you took the dick to the face, but you can't take mean words? I don't fucking know. I don't understand. What up, LG? How you doing? What up, Nick? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Much love to Nick. Groomers don't act like that. They don't do this when they think they can get away with it. My friend who was arrested for grooming, I never would think she's going to be a groomer. Ooh, a she. That's oof. It's at 26 now. Wait, what are you guys talking about? 29 likes. 29 views, 19 likes. Let's fix that. Oh, thank you, Bianca. It happens. It'd be like that. If you're upset someone called you a Nazi, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like, the whole thing with Germany, it's like, okay, so Ezra got mad at you, yelled at you, and, like, called you bad names. Okay, and? Okay, we could just chop that up as Ezra being an asshole. What does that have to do with being a groomer or an abuser? Like, did they hit you? No? Then why the fuck did you go and tell that story to news outlets? Like, because you just wanted the attention, bro. Like, I don't understand why these people think that, like, I can say like many times. I'm just literally dumbfounded at how stupid this story is and how people are just fucking buying into it and sucking the teeth of it. Like, see, there I go saying like again. Like, I don't fucking know. My brain sometimes, man, with this story, when I talk about it, my brain just kind of goes to mush because I just don't stand how people are this fucking dumb. Like, literally this dumb. Like, I legit want to have a debate with somebody who could really convince me that Ezra really, really, really did this shit. And it not be Tony that geek getaway, because he likes to do dumb shit and run around circles. I don't want to run in circles. But yeah, I got so triggered on Twitter too, because I'm like, somebody posted a video. Does Ezra Miller have Tokata Iron Eyes captive? She says no. What does body language say? So now we got people who are experts at reading body language. I'm actually curious of this one. Is this a video? Because if it is, I'm gonna fucking react to it. It is a fucking video. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get it up. Hold on. Let me bookmark it. So I can let's react to this video to see how these idiots decipher this. I want to know how their brains work. I want to understand how these people's brains work. So we're gonna watch something. Let's see. All right. Okay, it's 25 minutes long. What channel is this? Eric Hunley. Oh, God. All these big YouTubers. Stop. Do fucking research, you lazy fucking bitches, bro. Please do fucking research. Because holy shit. All right, we're going to watch this person's fucking... and see where it takes us, because I fucking can't. All right. Let's take a watch and see what this person has to say. All right. Let's see. Body language analysis. Is Ezra Miller holding her captive? I hope to God the answer is no, because I did not sense anything of this. But we're gonna find out what this person is. Let me know if you guys can hear it as soon as it loads.
Whatever assumptions those of us have garnered and have chosen to carry, I'd like to say that it's nobody's business.
Y'all hear it?
I haven't heard her once say,
this buffer.
I'm fine. You're pissing me off.
Okay, wait, what? Okay, let's let this load for a bit. So they start off with saying, you never hear her once say she's fine and you're pissing me off. Does she fucking have to? It's very fucking clear that this chick is fucking annoyed. I mean, I don't know why you guys are you supposed to be specialists here? Because like, what do you mean? I've never heard her once say that she's pissed off and she's fine. She literally has already done that publicly before she did the video. She's literally already said this. Again, this is what pisses me off about fucking YouTubers jumping on the story. Before Tokata made that video, Tokata was already posting on social media saying she was fine and that all these allegations were bullshit. They already said this. So what do you mean? How are we going to start it off like this, bro? Already getting triggered.
Leave me alone. Hey there, I'm Eric Hunley, and welcome to the channel. On this channel, I like to explore different people and what makes them tick. And this is everything from using body language analysis to statement analysis to...
Tristan, apparently they are body language experts. That's who they are. I hope it loads. It's like not loading fast.
Studying true crime. I've had people on here who look into cults. I have people who look into influence. And there's a current case going on right now with Ezra Miller. And I don't know if it's Tokata Iron Eyes or Tokata Iron Eyes. One of those.
It's actually Gibson, by the way. Again, do your fucking research.
Is her name. But there's some speculation that she is perhaps being held against her will, which is obviously very scary for her parents, everybody involved. So I brought Gavin Stone with me to take a look at what is going on. She has released an Instagram video essentially stating, hey, everything's okay, everything's perfect, leave me alone. But is it really perfect? Is she really okay? Now, what we're going to do...
I can answer that for you, buddy. No, she's not fucking okay. Because her parents have been blasting her and her friend all over the fucking media for the past fucking few weeks. Of course she's not fucking okay. She's upset that her parents are acting like fucking fools online. And making articles going after her friend. Of course she's not fucking okay. What do you mean? What do you mean is she okay? No! No normal person would be fucking okay. Body language experts are like astrology, pseudoscience, BS. Well, it's going to be fun to watch.
Is we're using another video from a couple years back to get a baseline of how she acts in a video when there's no external pressures or anything that we know of going on, to get an idea of how she is, how she acts, what she does. And then we're going to look at her Instagram video.
Oh my God. So let me get this fucking straight. It's a cookie, by the way. I don't need to chew my food. These guys are literally sitting here saying, we're going to watch videos of Tokata, because I call him Tokata because everyone knows him by Tokata, but their name is Gibson. But we're going to look at videos of Tokata when they're not in a stressful situation or environment. And then we're going to watch Tokata, who is clearly stressed with everything going on. And you can't determine by their body language, like, what they're stressed about. It is clear Tokata is a little under distress. That we can agree on. But, like, you can't tell if Tokata is feeling that way because they're being held captive or because of the stress that their parents are putting on them with the situation. You can't tell what a person's thinking necessarily based on just body language. You can tell if somebody's nervous based on body language. You can tell if they're happy, if they're sad, if they're angry. You can tell what a person's feeling emotionally based on body language. What you can't tell, genius, is why they're feeling these emotions, why their body language is doing that. You could tell if somebody maybe is lying based on body language. I don't know if you guys saw this amazing show called Lie to Me. They talk about micro expressions, which is actually a thing. But, like, again, you can't tell what is causing Tokata to be tense and stressed in that video. So you doing this bullshit where like this is gonna be our baseline to see how Tokata is when they're not under stress. Then we're gonna watch a video of Tokata under stress. That's not gonna determine if Tokata is being held captive by Ezra or if they're just stressed by the situation. This video is already pissing me off. Literally already pissing me off.
Second. Now, Gavin, I did not tell you the premise behind this video, did I?
No. And on the small little island I live on, we don't get this kind of mainstream media news coverage of this. I knew nothing about this at all until the video. Well, until after I'd analysed the videos. So yeah, this is all good.
And I think it's more beneficial that way because this is a really delicate situation. It's a hot situation. So let's kick it off. We're going to look at her previous video first. And this is just an interview of her speaking about life with the Indian reservation.
I live on a reservation in South Dakota called Pine Ridge. A lot of the times for many people, you know, no one takes action until what is happening affects them. And ever since I was young, being Indigenous, these sort of atrocities have affected me.
By the way, I just want to point the fuck out that this is Tokata just speaking, not under stress or duress or having controversy or news outlets talking about them 24/7 and talking about their friend 24/7 in a negative light, the parents dragging them into media and shit like that. This is Tokata just talking about something Tokata is passionate about. Obviously, the body language, like, this is so dumb that they're going to use this as a baseline to determine the body language to determine if Tokata is being held captive by Ezra. Again, I want to express that body language cannot determine the reason that somebody is feeling the way they're feeling. Body language tells us how a person is feeling. That is how what body language is. That's what a body analyst should be looking at, is like, how is that person feeling based on their body language? Not like, is this person being held captive? No, I can already tell you without watching this fucking video, guys. Yes, Tokata is stressed. I said that the first time I saw this video of Tokata talking about the situation. Yes, Tokata is clearly stressed. Clearly Tokata stressed. Why is Tokata stressed? I don't know, because of everything that's going on with the media right now. I'd be pretty fucking stressed too if I went from just being an average person to like being blasted all over the fucking internet with people posting my fucking picture and we're saying I need help when I'm clearly not fucking needing help. I would be stressed. So again, this is such a bullshit fucking thing for clicks. Bullshit thing for clicks. You don't know body language, bro. If you're going to sit there and tell your audience that, yes, we can tell you that Tokata is being held captive based on body language. No, you can't. You can tell that Tokata is distressed, but you don't know why Tokata feels that way. You haven't met Tokata. You haven't analyzed Tokata. You haven't spoken to Tokata to find out why Tokata might be looking a little tense or stressed in the video that she put out on her Instagram. But we'll continue just for the sake of fucking entertainment, because, like, I can already tell you this fucking whole thing's bullshit. But let's continue.
From the time I was really, small, I was raised in a world where people think that Native Americans, Indigenous peoples, are costumes, mascots.
All right, Kevin. She doesn't seem to like eye contact very much. Maybe she's really shy, kind of nervous. What are you coming up with here?
So
before he answers, I just want to say that some people do feel nervous or uncomfortable talking into a camera. Sometimes you could have like some mental things going on, like ADD, you're always darting. Again, like, yeah, so, oh my God, her eyes are not, she doesn't make good, eye contact with the camera. Like, that doesn't really mean much, because, like, looking at a camera is not the same as looking into the eyes of a person. I used to grow up not being able to make eye contact with people. Looking at a camera is awkward because you're looking at an inanimate object, so you tend to, like, not, if you're not used to talking into a camera, you're not always looking into the camera because you're not used to it. It's an inanimate object. You're talking to an inanimate object. You're not talking to a person. So yes, you are going to sometimes not be able to make eye contact with the camera. She's talking to a camera, guys.
From the beginning here, you can see when she's recalling current facts, she's looking to the right. All of everything that she's saying. I live on a reservation in South.
He studies microexpressions. That's microexpressions.
Dakota, called Pine Ridge. She's looking right as she's saying it. The only time she's looking left is when she says that it really affected me, and you can see that emotional kind of link to when she looks left. But other than that, she's not looking directly in the camera. Don't know whether she's been directed that way or not.
Bro, not many people look directly at the camera if they're not used to talking into cameras. YouTubers, when they first start off, you see them dart in their eyes too because they're not used to looking directly to a camera. Like people who like shoot commercials and shit, like for the first time, like you're talking to an inanimate object. You're not talking to a person, so like your eyes are going to wander when you're like it takes some practice to get used to talking to an inanimate object and making eye contact all the time. You guys have seen me when I used to be on camera. I don't always make eye contact with the camera unless I'm like literally looking at y'all and wanting you to look into my soul and to see how cold and lonely it is and how much it thirsts for bubble tea.
But there's no long continual focus on the camera at that particular point. But it does
That buffer though.
Give us a great start to see where her eyes go when she's talking about what's going on in her life.
Okay, so when she looks to the right, that is recalling something. When she's looking to the left, that is like an emotional, like looking within.
It seems that way so far, yeah.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
And those are some things that, really affect a child at a young age. And just the way that I was brought up with my parents, I was always taught that being indigenous, being Lakota meant that, we had an obligation.
She's adorable, by the way. Can we just say that she's so adorable?
And died for.
I think
There's
she's
still
adorable.
a pipeline in the ground. And the people in Standing Rock living there every day and drinking the water from the tap, using it to bathe their children,
So again, you're looking at the fact that there just reinforces what we've said. She's recording facts in the same. When I say right, by the way, I'm looking at as you're looking at the screen. Her eyes are going to the right as you're looking at her, not her right. Yeah. So and then they're going left.
By the way, I want to point out that these two guys are not even looking at the camera either because they actually are engaging in conversation with each other. So they're on a call or a stream or however platform they're using to communicate for this video, but like they are looking at each other because they acknowledge that they're talking to another human being. So of course they're going to be not looking at the camera because their focus is to the person they're talking to. Whereas if you're talking to a camera, again, your focus is supposed to be on the camera. But if you're like talking and you're not reading off a script or anything like that, yes, your eyes are going to dart over. Like he said, the one thing I will agree with him is like, yes, that is a micro expression that is common, that if you're looking to a certain direction, that it means you're recalling a memory or recalling something. And if you're looking the other way, but like, again, this doesn't mean anything. This is why they say micro expressions are not something that they can consider. Like that show Lied to Me. If you guys haven't seen Lied to Me, it was great. I wish they never canceled it. But the show is literally based on this. Micro expressions, trying to tell if somebody's lying. The guy who ran a firm who was a specialist in body language and micro expressions, he would solve crimes using his knowledge of body language and micro expressions and teaching the audience how to know the indicators. But it doesn't hold up in court. Like that show could not really exist. It was fictional because you can't use micro expressions of body language 100%. It's to use it as a like lie detectors. Lie detectors aren't used in court because they're not 100% accurate. Same thing with micro expressions. I mean, some people can fake micro expressions, or so So I mean, again, like this is interesting and all, but like the whole point of this is them trying to say that like is Tokata like being held captive? Are they being forced to have made that video and say that like they're fine, but they didn't say they're fine? I don't fucking know. But this is already woo! That's all I can say.
Left when she's recalling the emotional facts of it on the reservation.
And we don't know, the long-term effects of the poisons that are in the
okay
water.
This is like we get
a lot
it.
of the jobs on the reservation right now.
Let's get to them analyzing
jobs.
the other video.
My mother, Sarah Jumping Eagle, she works for the Indian Health Service on the Pine Ridge.
Let's see if we
it's a bit of a nightmare. Like you say, it's almost like a story being told by a third party.
We missed the part. Hold on.
Not her usual talking style at all. I don't particularly
over, but not
Let's see where they started.
In her own will, that Ezra Miller has a hold on her. The case, there are charges out there that he's been grooming her since she was 12 years old. And that he has
oh my God, this buffer.
a very major sway on her. And people are very concerned also about this Instagram video. I find it concerning, I would just tell you right now, because in the first video we saw,
oh my God, buffer.
She's not really wanting to look at the camera, but she's focused within the range. Mm-hmm. In the Instagram video, I think you'll see right away that she's constantly looking off to the side. And I don't know what that is, if that is meaning that there's somebody there whom she's reflecting or, performing for. But let's go ahead and take a look.
All right. Hi, guys.
Boom.
Hi, folks. I've become aware that some people are saying that my statements were not written by me. I'd like to clarify that
By the way, before they even get into this, to dissect this, I want to point out that, like, the video they watched before, I believe Tokata was a little younger, and I don't know how often they made videos, okay? I would imagine that they've gotten a little bit better at being on camera and talking into the camera. That could be a possibility that I'm sure these dipshits aren't going to actually acknowledge, that the time has passed since the first video they watched to this video. So it is possible that in that time, if Tokata has made more videos and done more interviews and stuff, that Tokata would have gotten a little bit more accustomed to talking to the camera, which is why you would see that Tokata is now looking directly more into the camera than the previous video that they were watching. Of course, again, they're not going to bring up that point because it would just shit on their narrative that they're trying to pull here.
Are, in fact, directly from me. Nobody is controlling my Instagram account. I don't have a phone right now out of my own personal conviction.
Which I'm assuming that the reason why Tokata doesn't have a phone is because they didn't want to be in contact with their parents. The parents were probably blowing up their phone and they were just like, nah, I'm good with having a phone right now. I don't want you to talk to me right now.
Okay, there's a lot there. And again, in the first video, she would look over, but not all the way. Like even here, I feel like there's two movements. There's the movement like we saw in the first one, where she kind of looks a little to the side, but she didn't. Is it me, or is she really looking over at something or someone?
Well, in my opinion, there is a section a little bit later where it becomes a touch more apparent. You can see her eyes scanning as she looks over to the right. And I believe that there's either some kind of cue card or some kind of something written there.
A cue card?
She's kind of...
Bro! She has her glasses on. You could see you would have been able to see the reflection. If there was a cue card, I guarantee you somebody would have zoomed in. I guarantee you people have zoomed in on her glasses to see if they could see a reflection. Like, what do you mean there's some kind of cue card? She was looking down. Like, hold on. Let me go back. Let me go back a little bit. What is this at? 1610. She's looking down when she's talking. Like, look at where she's looking. Like, she's looking into the camera when she's talking.
They are, in fact, directly from me.
And then she looks over.
Nobody.
But this is where the guy said, like, she looks over to think about something, right? She's looking over. Like, her head does move a little bit more than it did when she was first talking when she was younger, but, like, it doesn't look like she's reading off of anything.
Is controlling my Instagram account.
She moves her head around when she talks. She's moving her head around while she's talking. Some people do that. I'm doing it now. I'm moving my head around talking, rolling my eyes around while I'm talking. That doesn't mean anything.
I don't have a phone right now.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, they're sitting here saying that she's reading a script. She's clearly looking at the camera. So, like, I don't understand. Is she not looking at the camera, or is she looking at the camera? Because these guys clearly were like, she can't look at the camera in the first video we watched. But, like, she's clearly looking into the camera now, but she's reading a script. But people making videos do have written memory aids. Don't they like a loose script, says Shane? Saggy, blink twice if you need help. I'm blinking. I need bubble tea. Help me. All right, let's go back to what these, no, I'm not saying, what was that, 1610? It's buffer.
As she looks over to the right, and I believe that there's either some kind of cue card or some kind of something written there that she's kind of reading the wording of, probably being held by somebody, mainly because of the fact that at one point she looks to the right, and as she's facing right, you see her eyes moving left and right.
Bro! Ezra Miller is a fucking celebrity. I guarantee you Ezra Miller has red cue cards, and you know that cue cards are usually positioned in front of the person where the camera would be, so they can read off of a, oh my god, I've literally seen people who read off of a prompter or cue cards or whatever, and like, you can tell when they're reading something because you can see their eyes. Even the best person who could really train themselves to not move their eyes a lot, reading off of a fucking cue card or something, you can still see them moving around. So, I mean, oh my god, she wasn't reading off of a fucking cue card. And even if she was reading off of a cue card, she would be reading off of it in front of the fucking camera. The person would have had cue cards behind the camera that she was looking at, so she still keep her fucking focus to where the camera is. They wouldn't be holding up a cue card sign on the side where it would be fucking dead ass obvious that she's turning her head to read the fucking next line, bro. If they were trying to make it seem like she was really fucking saying this of her own accord, they would make sure that it looked like she was saying this shit, because they'd put the fucking cue cards behind the camera, bro. Ezra's a fucking celebrity who has probably done this shit many times. So to sit there and say if Ezra is holding them captive, that they would make a fucking rookie mistake like that is really fucking dumb. Like, that makes no sense. It makes no sense. And like I said, if she had fucking somebody in the room, it doesn't necessarily mean that they were forcing her to do that. Maybe they were there for moral fucking support. Maybe that because there is a human body in the room with her, maybe she did look over at that person. Maybe she also wanted to look at that person to make sure, like, hey, I got to make sure I don't say anything that's going to make this worse. And that's what I speculated before, is like, she was being very careful with the wording that she said, because she didn't want people to take it out of context. This doesn't mean that somebody was holding her captive, even if somebody was in the room with them. Maybe she was nervous to make that fucking video and she wanted somebody in that room for emotional support. You guys don't know these people. You don't know them either. I don't, but I'm telling you right now, at least I'm coming up with alternatives other than just assuming the worst. Like, literally, like, she's having to go on camera to talk about this fucked up situation, and I wouldn't blame her. She's like, hey, could you be in the room with me so I can, like, have that fucking courage to talk about it, so I'm comfortable, you know? So, like, you don't know this fucking person, so what do you mean? They look like they were reading off the cue cards. Like, fuck off. That's not how that works. Any smart person who wanted somebody to read off a cue card would do it behind the fucking camera, not to the side where it would look fucking obvious that they're reading from fucking something. Dummies.
Trying to almost see where she's up to, as it were. There's a couple of other things in here which I didn't particularly like, and that was when she talked about the fact that she said, I don't have a phone right now through my own decision or whatever it is, and immediately looks down afterwards. There's also, at the very, very beginning, there's a bit of a gulp going on, like she's under some kind of under pressure. But unlike the first video, there's no looking over to the right on this one at all. It's directly in the camera or looking to what would be the left we're seeing as we're looking at her. So that's something that completely differs from the first video we saw. And also you've got the fact that the speech rate is completely different. We've gone from something which is very smooth and flowing from the heart to something that's very paused, well thought out,
halting.
Very, very
almost.
Yeah. There's a lot of gaps in the.
Yes. No shit. because as I've already stated when I first saw that video, she has to be very careful of what she says, not because she's being forced, but because the internet right now is taking a lot of shit out of context. So if you say the wrong thing or say something that you didn't mean it in a certain way, or if you don't say, like, I have that habit of I say shit where I mean it in another way, but my tone and maybe how I try to explain something is very off. So people will be like, oh, well, you said this. I'm like, well, I'm explaining it bad. So it makes sense that she's taking her time to actually think about what she wants to say before she says it, because she wants to make sure that she explains it and gets her point across properly so that the internet, who is literally taking all the shit that's been going on out of context, doesn't continue to take what she says out of context. So it makes sense for her to be very slow when she's talking, to really think about what she's going to say, because this is a delicate situation. Again, you guys are supposed to be fucking professionals and you don't know this? Like, it's human nature. If you're talking about something that very delicate, like when you go to a job interview, right? You really want that job. So you're not going to go into that job interview being yourself. You're going to think about the shit you're going to say as you're saying it to your interview to make sure that you're saying the right things to get the job. Like, you're going to go into the job. So, like, what makes you want to work for YouTube? Well, I think that I would be a great addition to YouTube because XYZ. Like, when you're talking to people and trying to make sure that you're explaining yourself properly so it makes sense, you sometimes will take your time, talk more clear, like, think about what you're going to say before you say it. That's what I felt like when I watched this video for the first time of Tokata explaining the situation. Like, yeah, she was talking differently, but she was making sure that she said things that weren't going to be taken out of context or used to further go against her or Ezra. Because she's trying to basically say, like, listen, I want people to understand all this stuff isn't true. People saying that Ezra took my phone. No, I gave up my phone. I don't want to have access to my phone right now for my own personal reasons. And it has nothing to do with what other people are saying. Like, no one's controlling me is what she's saying. And these guys are like, no, you still sound like you're being controlled.
The speed is slowed right down to, like, she's thinking exactly about what she has to say before she says it and doesn't want to risk saying the wrong thing. Completely different to the first video.
Which is not bad. Thinking about what you say before you say it is literally what most of the people on the fucking internet should fucking do. That's not a bad thing. People should think before they speak sometimes. Hell, I know I fucking should. I probably have already said some shit that's probably going to be nitpicked apart. Like, I say stupid shit all the time because I don't think before I speak. So what the fuck? That doesn't mean shit.
Video from the very beginning.
Wow.
And honestly, it's really distressing that...
By the way, you see how she's looking? It doesn't even look like she's looking at somebody. It does look like she's thinking. Like, I don't know what these guys talk about. It doesn't look like she's looking at a person. She's thinking. She's looking in a random direction. She's not looking at a person. She's looking in a random direction while she's thinking. See how her eyes... Hold on, go back.
And...
See how her eyes go back and forth while she's looking in that direction? She's not looking at somebody specifically, because if she was looking at somebody, her eyes would be focused. Her eyes wouldn't be darting. Look at her eyes dart.
Honestly, it's really distressing.
See her eyes dart? See?
The narrative.
That's not her looking at a person. That's her thinking.
The victim.
This is odd too. This is going into an abstract.
She's thinking.
She's saying, she's not saying, I am distressed that you guys don't believe me. She's like,
she's thinking. She's been
telling this tale like she's somebody else talking about her. Or is that me?
I've heard the term, I think it was Monk Bolden that first said it, word salad. There's a whole lot of talking going on here, but she's not very kind of concise with what she's actually saying. It's a bit of a nightmare. Like you say, it's almost like being a story being told by a third party. Not her usual talking style at all. I don't particularly like it.
I worked really hard to make really clear what was going on. And if the statements are too profoundly contrasting to whatever assumptions those of us have garnered and have chosen to carry. I'd like to say that it's nobody's business.
I haven't heard her once say, I'm fine. You're pissing me off. Leave me alone. Everything's okay. She's never said this. She's like, I've tried to convey, to theorize, and to pontificate, but she's not saying anything.
Again, these guys haven't done their research on this before they fucking made this stupid video, because she's already said it via texting on her Instagram page. Okay, she said it many times on her Instagram page. Hold on, let's go back to Tokata's fucking Instagram, where literally a couple days, June 6th was when she first talked about it, and I will read it as follows. I'd like to make a statement to acknowledge the tragedy that is a narrative of my general public and the assumptions made on behalf of my family and friends regarding my stability and otherwise. I dropped out of a bar 5 months ago. My friend and comrade William passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted, and I've needed space and time for the processing of grief. My comrade, Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. I am in no way or under any circumstances have I ever been during my short-lived adulthood in need of a conservatorship. My father and his allegations hold no weight and are frankly transphobic and based in the notion that I am somehow incapable of coherent thought or opposing opinions to those of my own kindred, worrying about my well-being. I am now aware of the severity of emotional and psychological manipulation I was made to endure while in my parents' home. I am an adult and I deserve to feel authority in my own body. I'm tired of wondering whether or not cops will show up to section me on a daily basis. I have decided upon a therapist, and I am excited to now engage in conversation with a mental health professional about my anxiety and probable depression. It is no one's business. My choices are my own. And as to the nature of police intervention in my case, it is unnecessary and it is a waste of time and resources. This bout of blatant betrayal and toxicity my parents and others have chosen to punish me with has been desperately embarrassing and traumatically life-altering. Relationships in my life have been grossly affected, some detrimental. So this behavior is unacceptable and needs to be called out. So that was literally the first post where Tokata posted about this and talked about this on their Instagram page before that video came out. So, yeah, guys, maybe you should have researched that and saw that Tokata had already made a statement explaining why Tokata was with Ezra in the first place, which again, the mention of William, the person who has passed away, which is somebody that Tokata was close to, and the toxicity that they felt in their family. Basically, this is Tokata saying, yeah, I'm fine. All of these things are lies. What do you mean? Tokata doesn't have to blatantly say, hey, guys, I'm pissed off. Leave me alone. This isn't true. I'm fine. Tokata doesn't have to say those words for you to know Tokata is fine. Tokata is telling you from the post that they made before that video, and even in this video, that they're fucking okay. They're telling you, these are my own thoughts. This is how I feel. The people who are saying otherwise are lying. They're the ones lying. So what are you talking about? Why are you guys not listening to the victim? The victim is literally telling you what's going on, and no one's listening. So what do you mean? Well, why is she saying she's fine? She doesn't fucking have to. She's literally telling you in this video that she's fine. You guys are supposed to be the fucking experts here.
No, this is exactly what I picked up on when I was on about that whole word salad thing. She's been talking now for so many minutes, and when I first watched this, I watched the whole thing through, and I thought, I got no idea what she's talking about. She's been talking for ages, and I've got no idea what it is she's trying to say. And eventually, pieced it together. She's gone a right roundabout way of saying things which, doesn't make sense. She keeps looking off camera like she's looking at notes. Or possibly there's a couple of eyebrow raises, possibly looking.
You've heard of Stockholm
for
syndrome?
approval.
I have.
Am I doing okay? There's a cut in the middle of it.
Yay, buffer. Woo!
It all, which was right after the word victim. So I don't.
All right, let's pause it so it can correct itself. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just frustrated when people do this shit. 'Cause I'm like, she's saying she's fine. All of the stuff that she has said since it started back in June, okay, in the early June 6th, has aligned with some of her community coming out corroborating her story, saying, yes, we lost somebody named William. That's a true story. Like, that person has passed away. Ezra took Tokata away to grieve, and that's when all the trouble started. I mean, I'm sure that as a parent, and I'm just going to go back to the parents real quick, when you hear that Ezra was getting into fights and stuff while they have your kid, I can see that raising alarms for you and wanting your kid to come home. I get that. Now, if that's what it was, like, I understand, like, yeah, Ezra, maybe don't be getting into some trouble. I know it might not have been all your fault, but like at the same time, maybe not get in trouble or arrested when you have somebody with you that you're charged with taking care of. I can see the parents being a little upset. But the grooming accusation, right? The grooming and stuff, where did that come from? Now, if they were just like, bro, like, Ezra, please just send our kid home. Like, you know, you're getting into fights and bars and stuff. Like, you know, maybe not the best environment for our kid. You know, they just turned 18. That's not like something that they should be dealing with. They should be thinking about school, thinking about their future. Like, you know, maybe, you know, I get it. You guys had a little vacation. And, you know, I'm glad that you took Tokata away so they can get their mind right after dealing with the loss of a friend. But, like, if you're getting in trouble, you're getting arrested, and you got our kid out there, no, like, send our kid home. That makes sense to me. That's a smart thing to think as a parent. Like, yeah, you might want to bring our kid home, dude. Like, relax. Like, but everything that's following is like, no.
Which she put in quotation marks herself, or speech marks, or whatever you want to call it. But that was that was something that was concerning, because I thought, what came after that? A blink rate was all over the place at that particular point as well.
All right.
And that no one is owed a story or an outcome.
I'll throw it out there. That felt culty. That really felt culty. Like this message.
How?
Almost like a mantra. I don't know, but it just gave me a weird vibe.
How? Saying that it's nobody's fucking business is not culty. I say it all the time, it's none of your fucking business that I have a fucking dog. But I tell you guys I have a dog because she's cute and adorable, and I love showing y'all pictures of my dog. But at the same time, it's like, it's nobody's fucking business, basically what she's saying. It's, how's that culty? She's like, it's nobody's fucking business what's going on with me. It's not your business, it's not the media's business. Hell, right now it ain't even my parents' business. Basically, what Tokata was saying is, y'all don't deserve, y'all ain't owed a story or an outcome. Meaning it's none of your fucking business what I'm doing or what this fucking whole situation has to do with any of y'all. That's what Tokata's saying. And the most polite way possible, saying, mind your fucking business. That is what Tokata said. Mind your fucking business. That's all she was saying. That's culty? So if I tell you mind your fucking business, that's me in a cult now because I don't, like, mind your fucking business. It's really that simple. That's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's saying, like, hey, I'm an adult. Mind your fucking business. It ain't about you. It's not your fucking life. Shut the fuck up. Who are you guys to just tell me who the fuck I am? Like, the internet's gaslighting the fuck out of Tokata, and they don't even realize it. They're like, oh yeah, no, they're being manipulated, bro. No one likes to be told that their thoughts are not their own. And like, I get it. It could be possible. Could Ezra be manipulating people and fucking brainwashing people? I mean, that's sure. It could be possible. But like, this is the person saying straight up, like, these are my own thoughts. These are my own choices. No one's forcing them on me. I mean, like, let's put it this way. Everybody likes to, like, ask people for advice, right? Like, what should I do about this situation? And then as you know, somebody who's close to you or a friend, you're gonna be like, well, I think you should do this. Now, if you end up taking your friend's advice, does that mean that that's now your cult leader? No, like, you're taking advice from people who may be a little bit more knowledgeable about a situation that you're in. You go to somebody and be like, hey, can you help me figure this out? Can you help me out? That doesn't mean that you're a cult. So basically, like I said, I agree with Tokata. Like, it's none of your fucking business. It's not your fucking business what's going on with them, they clearly already have stated enough and said, hey, this is what happened. This is why I left home. I'm going to a therapist. I'm seeking help for what's going on with me. It's none of your guys' fucking business. It's none of your guys' business who's fucking helping me get the fucking help I need. How about you guys fucking worry about her mental state? Instead of worrying about if she's being fucking held captive. How about worry about the mental state? Y'all haven't even brought that up, that they have mental issues. Oh, but you guys are professionals. Maybe that's why you're fucking analyzing Tokata and not picking up on the fact they do have mental health issues. Fucking morons.
Well, a couple of things I'm going to look for as well here is not the fact of just what's there, but what isn't there. There's absolutely zero signs of any freedom. Right? We can't see her hands, we can't see her feet, we can't see where she's sitting, we don't know whether she's...
What do you mean, bro? What do you mean you can't see her hands? She literally did air fucking quotes, dummy. Her hands are there. You saw her hands, she did air quotes.
She's on the floor, on a stool. We don't know anything. There's even a plain background. And this is something only since what you've told me I've thought about and thought, well, it's not like she's walking around a house or a kitchen or a garden, you know, with a selfie stick saying, hey, you know, I'm okay, I'm fine, you know, I'm just having a bit of fun here, about to sit by the pool and do a bit of reading. She's in one position, we don't know.
Exactly, Shadow, exactly. Literally exactly. That's the thing, too. Like, if Tokata's saying that their household's toxic, y'all want them to go back to their toxic household. These are loving parents, guys, but the reason why I started the stream is to point out that they've been doing nothing about talking about their child or showing memories that they have with their kid and saying, hey, please come home. They're just sitting there shitting on Ezra Miller. So, yeah, I think they're frauds, too, because, again, the dude just said, we haven't seen her hands. Bro, she literally did fucking air quotes. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? 2140. Where is it? She literally did, like, air quotes, bro. Like, you could see her hand. She did air quotes. What do you mean you can't see her? Well, you guys saw it, so we don't got to go back to it. But, like, she literally showed air quotes. You saw her hands. And, like, so what if she's in a room that has nothing? Maybe she wanted to fucking record the video in a quiet fucking room, and that quiet room had nothing, and she positioned herself against the wall that had nothing in the background because maybe she didn't want people to know where the fuck she was. I don't fucking know. But even then, that doesn't necessarily mean she's being held captive, bro. She wanted to be in a fucking room, a quiet room, where she could just make her fucking video. You guys are way over-analyzing this badly.
If she's tied up, we don't know anything. I mean, again,
If she's tied up, oh my god, I can't, bro. Literally, stupid idiots just watched her do air quotes. This motherfucker with the glasses to the right literally said that she put up air quotes. Like, she put up quote. Like, what do you mean you don't know she's tied up? You literally saw her fucking hands. Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean? And you can literally go to her Instagram right now. She's not tied up. She's free. She's not even with Ezra right now. What do you mean? Hold on. When was this video posted? 8 hours ago was the last comment. When did this video get dropped? What do you mean she's being held hostage? This is how you know. This is what fucking triggers me. This is how you know these fucking guys didn't do their fucking research. Hold on. Let me find out exactly when this idiot posted this fucking video. 10 a.m. this morning. So hold on. You're telling me you posted this video at 10 a.m. this fucking morning. And literally, let's see. The latest thing, July 1st, Tokata posted a picture they drew and literally tags. Okay, hold on, that's not right. Hold on. June 28th, Tokata is on a plane flying Delta, not JetBlue. I said JetBlue earlier, sorry. You see a picture of Tokata holding pretzels, plain pretzels, and you see the napkin on the plane says Delta Airline, right? You scroll over. This was all on June 28th. You scroll over. They landed in Arizona, bro. So you're telling me that you dumbasses couldn't have done your research before you did this to realize she's not being held captive. She's not even with fucking Ezra Miller right now. She's literally in Arizona. She's posting pictures of her in Arizona right now. She landed in Arizona on June 28th. You posted this video this morning asking if she's being held captive. She's literally in Arizona without Ezra Miller. the last post she made talking about this was, if you would like to do political works with me as an entity outside of my father, please reach out. She posted that 5 fucking days ago. She's not being held fucking captive. Fucking relax. I can't believe we spent all this time watching these 2 goofballs who couldn't even take the time to do fucking research to see that she's not being held captive. She's not even with Ezra Miller right now. Like, no, bro. No, fuck my blood pressure, man. My blood pressure goes up because of dumb shit like this. Like, you really couldn't. Her Instagram's public, people. Her Instagram is public. You can go to her Instagram page right now and see what she's posting. She's not being held fucking captive, you morons. She's in Arizona getting fucking help for her fucking mental state, which is what she said she was going to do when this all shit started. She said she was going to get help. She's in Arizona getting help, and you guys like, is Ezra Miller holding her captive? No! And it would have took you 2 dingbats 2 seconds to go on her fucking social medias to realize she's fucking fine. Big smile on her face, posting videos, posting pictures of her being all sexy like and shit. Like, she seems like she's doing fucking fine. What does her body language in her Instagram fucking tell you? Ezra let her go. Bro, it doesn't matter. Bro, he never held her captive. If he was having her captive, why would he let her go? Jabba, stop trolling me right now. You know my blood pressure's getting up there. Somebody already called that, but I don't know. This makes no sense, bro. This video was posted this morning, and she literally posted like a few days ago she's in fucking Arizona. Like, I don't understand why these fucking morons, like, why are YouTubers doing this? You guys need to stop. Do some fucking research before you make a fucking video. I've been guilty of doing that myself in the past. At least I've owned it. At least be like, bro, literally, do some fucking research before you post some dumb shit. All these fucking YouTubers jumping on the story have bad info, outdated information, not the correct information, lack of information, and they're just fucking running with this shit. And their audience doesn't fucking care. They're like, oh my God, these guys are so smart. They know what they're talking about. No, they fucking don't. They fucking don't. I don't have to be a fucking medical professional to see the fucking bullshit in this fucking video that we're watching, bro. Literally takes you 2 seconds to look on this chick's Instagram and see she's not in with Ezra. She's in fucking Arizona. What? God. Holy shit.
I might be going overboard with this. So
yes, you are going overboard. Shut up.
Go.
This is my life. These are my decisions. And I'm disappointed in my parents and the press in every way. Thank you.
Yeah,
So,
that doesn't seem really certain to me.
No, very, very rehearsed the way it looks, and almost like she's looking over afterwards as well to kind of like, was that okay? Was that good enough this time? Is that, so I was really concerned about that. That was the only time when she's talking about her parents that she's actually looked up, in not off camera left, but up and left, and you can see she's focused.
I hate these guys. These guys, my computer doesn't even like these guys. That's why it keeps buffering. This is just, I just fucking can't. I just fucking can't. I'm done. Like, this was just fucking shameful. I mean, come on now, guys. Let's be real. We just watched these guys try to body language this person. They used a base for their analysis based on a video that they did when they were a little bit younger and was not as used to talking to a camera. So they basically based it off that. Yeah, she does look pissed. She looks pissed, annoyed. She looks embarrassed. She looks like she's just stressed, bro. She looks happier now. Like I said, it takes 2 seconds to look at her Instagram to see what the fuck she's doing. Saggy, this is what you wanted. This is all your fault for covering the story. Everyone wants to be like you now. Wait, what happened? Wait, what? I don't think anyone should want to be like me. They should be more like RJ, a little bitch. Anyways, no, I just had to get this off my chest because, like I said, the stories, we got 3 more days, guys. 3 more days until we finally find out what the fuck is going on. But I'm just saying, I want to make this very clear again to people who might have missed it. I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong. I could be wrong about Ezra Miller. I don't give a fuck. My whole point of doing this is to say, hey, I'm seeing some shit. I could be wrong, but I want to make sure that Ezra Miller is 100% without question guilty of all these fucking accusations. Then, if it turns out they are, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to apologize for fucking supporting somebody that I didn't know was 100% guilty. Like, I'm not going to fucking apologize for that. I'm not going to feel stupid. I'm not going to give a fuck. Okay, guess what? Now we know Ezra Miller is fucking guilty. I was wrong. We move the fuck on. It's not the end of the fucking world. People are like, oh, I can't wait until this happens, and then you're going to feel fucking stupid. No, I won't. No, I won't. Because this whole situation entirely is a mess regardless. So it makes sense if we got it wrong. Because there was way too much happening too fucking quick. So I don't give a fuck. So I'm not going to apologize if I'm wrong. This isn't my life it impacts. It's not y'all's life that it impacts. It only impacts the lives of Ezra Miller and the people directly involved. So at the end of the day, if I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. We move the fuck on with our lives. If I'm right, then y'all can fucking buy me mad bubble tea. Every single person who doubted me and fucking said, hey, Saggy, I don't know why you're simping for Ezra Miller so hard. Every single one of you are going to buy me a fucking bubble tea. I will have so many bubble teas. I will never have to buy bubble tea myself again. Okay? So, like, make sure y'all save up your money because after this is over, all y'all are going to buy me some bubble tea and maybe some sushi. I might be greedy and add some sushi to that because y'all can just kiss my ass if I'm right. I will gloat. I'm going to be real. I will gloat. I'm going to gloat. I'm going to make a video of me dancing. Hey, I got it right. For once, Saggy was right. And guess what? Do you know why I think I'm right? Because a lot of other people are starting to see some shit too. A lot of people are starting to look at this story now and they're starting to see some shit too. So I'm not the only one. That's why I'm pretty sure that it's going to be what I think it's going to be. That Ezra Miller is going to be in this. And now, as far as the future of Flash, we already talked about this. I don't know. I don't care. It would suck if Ezra lost their role as Flash. But at least they might be able to clear their name and take the Johnny Depp route and then, all is well. But man, Ezra, if you are watching this, please, Ezra, I'm begging you. I will help fucking you do this. Please sue these motherfuckers when it turns out you're innocent. You can prove your innocence. Sue them for defamation. 100% sue their asses. I don't care. Sue the parents. Sue that vintage devil stalker. Sue the dude in fucking Hawaii. Sue the fucking chick in Germany. Sue them all. Sue them all. Who? All of them. Ezra has enough money. Sue them all. Every single one of them, sue them. Sue them. OJ was also innocent. Shut up, Jabba. Knock it off. Stop with your lying. Jabba, stop it. Yes, you're lying. You're lying. You know why I know you're lying? This is how I think about you right now. That's what I think about you right now. Who said your name was on my list? Guilty conscious? Are you guys fighting? True Jabba until the EC. What? I have a soundboard on this thing now. Oh, wait, that's not the one. Is it this one? Hey, wait, hold on. I got it. Hey, wait. Hold on. I got a joke. Let me get a joke. Hold on. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do a dad joke. Okay. What's the best kind of music to listen to when fishing? You give up? Something catchy. Oh man. Sorry. I couldn't help it. Oh no, Saggy has a soundboard. Now she could be even more cringe. I don't have it. I mean, it's a small soundboard. It's called Reactions. You can react. It's only got like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's only got 10 different sounds. So, yeah. Cheers, says James. Oh, that was not cheers. Why is it saying cheers and it's chanting? What the hell? She just likes that Canadian dude with the huge laugh track. Yes. But I can do it live. I don't have to do it in videos. Saggy, can I get a DSP motorboating followed by Jordan? No. What the hell? No. What is that? This soundboard is just really weird. Yeah, you know what else I have on here, RJ? Send me 99 cents. I'll give it back to you. But send me $1. RJ, send me $1. Look what else my new thing can do. Send me $1. I will give it back to you. but send me $1. Come on, do it. Send me $1. Somebody send $1. I'll give it back to you. Send me $1. Well, actually, not anybody, because I can send it to Cash App with RJ. But send me $1, RJ. Watch what else my stream can do. Do it. Send me $1. Super chat me $1 so you can see the new thing. Review Saggy USA. I like it. Somebody send me $1. Come on. I want RJ to see it because he's gonna be so jelly. So jelly. Oh wait, both of you did it. Wait a minute. Okay, give it a second. It's got a delay. And Hans, you gotta type something. What do you can't just send $1 and not type something. Come on. All right, hold on. It's coming.
Hans donated $1 through Super Chat.
Yeah, I don't know why you didn't type something because it actually reads it off too. But hold on. Where's RJ's? RJ should be coming. Give it a second. It's such a delay, but it comes.
The Marvel Maniac donated $1.99 through Super Chat. Hi.
Yeah! I got that now. Yeah! That was worth the wait. That was definitely worth the wait. Yeah! I got the cool little thingy now. It says stuff. You didn't say the what specifically. Hans, what the hell? You don't send a super chat. Don't say nothing. What the heck? Okay, that is fair. But Hans said he doesn't need it back. Well, I wasn't going to give it back to you because I did ask RJ, but I will give RJ back his $1.99. But yes, see, it does that now. It's cool. I gotta fix it though because the little anime girl's in the wrong spot, so I gotta fix it. But now I said send $1, but you could have just typed something. Listen, don't argue with me. Now, see, if you were going to get your $1 back, I would not give your $1 back because now you're arguing with me. That's creepy as fuck. It's cool. It means I'm a real YouTuber now. Why don't you stop being jealous? Now I'm not giving you your 99 cents back or your $1.99. Now it's mine. Now it's my money. You ain't getting it back now, RJ. It's my money. Now I'll give it back to you. So set it to burst out in song over $20. You can't type anything for $1. Yes, you can. Oh, you can't? Okay, fair enough. Anime girls are sugoi. Yes, they are sugoi. Konnichiwa. Ogenki desu ka? Segimere desu. Saggy isn't going to put in a bottle and breastfeed it to you. That's true. I'm not going to put it into a bottle and breastfeed it to you. That is very true. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like wanting to do a blood sports, but nobody wanted to do a spaces for me to do a blood sports on Twitter. So fuck you guys. I wanted to fight with people, but y'all were like, nah, I don't want to do it. This bitch what? You know what, Hans? Come and say it to my fucking face. Where you at? Come say it to my goddamn face. How about that? You want to go? Okay. Let's do it. I'll do it right now. Come on, Hans. I'm going to send you a link. I was out with family. Whatever. Screw your family. No, I'm just kidding. Your family's really lovely. I shouldn't even say that because I really do like your family. Your family's very sweet. I love them. No, come on, Hans. Talk all that shit. I'm going to send you a link, bitch. Come on here and say something. It's going to look weird because it's a different app. So it's going to look like a weird link. I was very thrown off about it. But y'all going to have to start getting used to it anyways. Where are you, Hans, you little bitch? I'm going to send it to you right now. Come and say that to my face before I end the stream. Come on. You know what? I've been sent to RJ's bitch ass. Where's RJ's bitch ass? I'll even send to RJ. Yeah. Send to RJ a link. Little bitch ass on here and say it to my face. Wait, where's RJ? RJ. There you are, little bitch. There you go. Come say it to my face, RJ. There you go. Let's see if you guys are tough. Oh, it's Saturday. Okay, it's fair enough. All right, Saturday. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. All right, fair enough. But RJ's bitch ass can. Come on, RJ. Come on. I'll wait. RJ's going to take a minute because it's a new system. He's going to have to figure out how to do it. I love this thing, by the way. I'm absolutely in love with this new app. It's definitely worth it. I like it. And it's better at streaming my shitty computer. I like it. You know I would hash up to Hot Jeremy. Yes. Saggy, or is it my signal? Wait, what? It might be me. Y'all forget I have a shitty computer. Oh, well, thank you, Ashley. I love this new system. This new system's really good. Oh, wait, it puts my name up top when I do this? What? Look at it. It puts my name up top so it doesn't block people's names? What? All right. You good, RJ? Let's see what it looks like when I have a guest on. Let's see how it handles it. Oh, ew. Hi. Hi. Bye.
Raymond
Oh,
Candela
shoot.
donated $2 through Super Chat. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Oh, God, I got to do this. Whee! That's pretty dope. I love it. Thank you so much, Raymond. I love it. I love when people super chat now. It's like it does things. It's so weird. I know it's weird, but I like it. That's why trust me, it takes some getting used to. I'll show you how to use it, RJ. That worked better than expected. I'll show you how to use it. I really like this. I think this app is gonna be much better than Restream and StreamYard. It has a lot of like the customization on this is so much more you can do on this for customizing the way your stream looks. Like you can put the name like where it says Saggy Melons, you can put that anywhere on your little panel here. you could move your logo anywhere you want. It doesn't just have to stay on the top right. I can move it over to the left. I can move it down. I can put it in the middle of the screen. I can put it anywhere. You have different options for these tickers on the bottom of the screen now. You have a soundboard. You can actually stream your own music. It doesn't have like a built-in template of music you can use through them. You can just download your own copyright-free music and use it as the background. You can add cameras, multiple cameras, so you can have different angles you can watch. So like say for instance, I was doing like some kind of like one of those streams where I'm playing like a video game. I could have the camera showing the game, and then I could have the camera showing my controlling, how I play. Like it's really cool the things you can do on this app. I couldn't figure out how to add a profile picture and I couldn't hear you. It's okay, we'll work with it. But all right, guys, next time I'm gonna start, making the stream a little bit better. Every time you're gonna see something new. I might have new intros and outros and whatnot. I'm still playing with this system. So thank you guys for being here for the stream. All the shit talking I did. We had some fun. We had some laughs. Y'all may entertain yourself in the chat. But all right, guys, I will see you guys. When am I gonna be? I don't know. I'll see you guys tomorrow probably after work. So you guys have a great rest of your nights. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Let me see what kind of preloaded outro I can do, because you get a preloaded outro now. It's really cool. Let me see which one I want to use. Yeah, we could do this one. What's this one? I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that one. Why they don't have music or anything? Like what the hell? Like what the hell kind of is this? All right, let's try this one. None of these have music. But okay, thanks for watching. Bye, guys.